Hello, Norb. Hello, Marilyn. This is Jeff, the garage guy. I've designed a garage plan for you. I hope you like it. I do appreciate your patience. It's been pretty busy this time of year. Let's go over. Oh, first thing I'll mention is you can also print out a version of this in the same email I sent you. That printable version will actually have the prices in there, so you may want to print out a copy of that and you can look at it while I go over this video or look at it afterwards. What I'm going to do is go through each part of the plan and explain what I have and what size everything is and why I think this might be the best plan for you guys. With the top view, what you can see is your cabinetry along the back wall. I did 3 very large cabinets back here. I'll go over the sizes of those in a minute. I basically just slapped a countertop on top of your existing fridge, and that countertop would match the countertop on the other side of the door, where we have a small bench to kind of set things in there as you walk in the house, or maybe use for whatever you need it for. And then over here, the other area I focused on was the workbench area. Now this has not a 24, but a 30-inch deep workbench with a stainless steel top. This top is different than the other two, unless you want me to price out all 3 in stainless steel or revert this one back to the laminate. But the stainless steel, it's the one thing that will maintain a great look and you can beat on, so it'll be functional and not look terrible. One day when it comes time to sell your house, this will still be an asset to the home. You can kind of see a golf cart here in the bottom left-hand corner. This is a golf cart pulled underneath these upper cabinets. Alright, so let's take another couple of views. There we go. Sorry about that. Alright, this is looking in the front of the garage. What I did was a simple cabinet here on the far left next to the door. I made that cabinet 22 inches wide, and the drawer cabinet next to it, right next to the doorway into the house, is a 24-inch drawer cabinet with the built-in dividers. Hopefully you guys remember those built-in dividers. They're pretty neat. And then you can see the little fridge on the right-hand side. I know it's not accurate, but that's basically meant to be your little fridge with a countertop sitting on top of it, glued on. And then on the right side of the fridge, what we have are 3 large cabinets. They're not all exactly the same. What they are is a 32-inch wide cabinet, 90 inches tall, plus it sits on this special base that I make, making it approximately 94, 95 inches tall, depending on how the floor levels out. Then the center cabinet is 36 inches wide, the 24 inches deep, and 90 inches tall, plus the base. And then on the far right hand side, I did another 32-inch wide cabinet. So it goes 32, 36, 32. That fit in there pretty nice and left a little bit of breathing room over here in the corner. So I think that'll look good like that. Then over here, Norb, your workbench here is extra deep, deeper than normal. Normal bench would be, say, 24 inches deep. This is 30 inches deep. But the cabinets themselves are still 24 inches deep. At least this drawer cabinet, as far as the size of the drawers. I'll go ahead and make this cabinet 30 inches deep while I'm building it. But the drawers aren't going to be extra deep unless you wanted to upgrade that, and it would not be reflected in the pricing. It would increase the pricing a little bit because we'd have to make custom drawers and use custom-sized drawer glides. So basically this essentially are drawers that would fit into a 24-inch deep cabinet. We'll go ahead and do a 29-inch deep cabinet for the 30-inch top over here. Stainless steel top, and then neat thing about having this extra deep workbench, it gives you areas to set stuff on the rear side while you're working, but it also gave me the opportunity to give you 16-inch deep upper cabinets. So now you have a lot more capacity in your upper cabinets. So the left cabinet is 30 inches wide, the right cabinet is 24 inches wide, and that goes the same for the bench, 30 inches wide, 24 inches wide. Okay, and then it's probably a good time to talk about the store wall. I did store wall over the bench and between the upper and lower cabinets so you can hang different tools and bins and whatever you need to do there. I also did a large area of store wall that you can kind of see in the bottom picture here too. It's a big area that kind of fills in just a blank wall. I thought it was a great place to hang some more of these taller, awkward type levels and things like that, and take advantage of this space that's kind of in front of where the golf cart parks. So that's an option. It's included in the plan. Just let me know if you think it's worth the investment. But I think it's a neat place to hang stuff. Typically, I just do a pinstripe, and I kind of broke my own rule here because I just thought it might be handy there. Let's take a look at. Whoops, I jumped down too soon. Let's take a look at the golf cart area. Basically what I did was I made an assumption based on some information I looked up that the golf cart's approximately 6 foot tall. Above the golf cart, above where the roof is going to go on the golf cart, we have 4 cabinets. They're each 30 inches wide by 16 inches deep. In the corner, you can kind of see how in order to access this whole corner cabinet, you just open this door and you can reach in and get, access to this. So this is a little bit of awkward space in the corner, but corners are always awkward. So this is a way to at least keep that somewhat awkward space simple and not, increase the cost by making angled cabinets and things like that. So you get another view here, of course, of how the golf cart fits under that. Let's talk a little bit about pricing. We'll go cabinets and counters. So this price here includes all of the cabinets in the plan, the stainless counter, the regular laminate counters, all the custom bases I build, all the filler strips, all that stuff. That price is installed, done. That includes everything, with the exception of the optional handles, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then we got the store wall. That includes all the store wall that goes around the entire garage, plus these couple of bigger panels to the left side of the bench and over the bench. And then we got our raised deck floor, incredible floor. If you want to go look at some of these in action that have already been put down for a few years, just let me know. In my opinion, this floor here is the most manageable floor to keep clean that I've ever seen. No doubt about it, I'd put it in my garage. I will be putting it in my garage in the house I'm about to build. Use it all the time for shows and things like that. Anytime I want a clean floor that maintains cleanliness for a long time, this is the way to go. Then so under that you see our total. So that's the total for the whole entire project. I do want to take the time now to say I did not see on my notes whether or not you wanted me to paint your garage. That's the problem when it gets this busy this time of the year. If I forget to put something in my notes, I can forget a few things. So if you guys have a painter, just, it's a good time to have it painted right before I show up. If you need me to paint, just give me a reminder. I'll cost that out for you guys. Optional extruded handles. Let's take another view here. These neat looking aluminum handles that go from the top to the bottom of the door. You could probably see some on my portfolio on my website, thegarageguy.com. These are really cool handles. They definitely make the cabinets look even better than they do. These are really strong, strongest on the market cabinets. Inch thick shelves, inch thick tops and bottoms. With this base system that I build, they literally have thousands of pound load capacity. And the handles make them look even better. They're really sharp looking. So I do put that on there as an option because I know they're pretty expensive. So that's what I have for the garage. So if you guys could just look over this and give me your feedback on the garage, I would certainly appreciate it. And I'm happy to make any changes you want, answer any questions. I can break up different costs for you. It's just a lot to put all on paper. But I do have it all separated out. Let's take a look at your basement cabinets. These cabinets are a lot simpler in nature. They're virtually the same. And actually, if you wanted to save money in the garage and said, what do you think about these cabinets in the garage, Jeff? I'd say that's what I'm putting in my house because they're very nice. They're less labor, less material cost. They're easier to build, but they're still extremely strong. What they are is unfinished, inch-thick, industrial-grade particle board, shelves and tops and bottoms. They have this, I know this is going to sound like a bunch of mumbo-jumbo, but basically an MDF core melamine door, 3/4 of an inch doors, and 3/4 inch sides and backs. So they're really strong. They look really nice. A lot of the garages in my portfolio have these kind of cabinets in it. You really can't tell the difference, in these photographs, what kind of cabinet is what. They're all very sharp and long-lasting cabinets. But I did tend to go with the mid-grade in your garage, the ones that have the finished melamine interiors. That's that white laminate-like material. Whereas in the basement, I went with the industrial-grade particle board interiors. So there's the price for those cabinets. They are, I went 30 inches deep, which is deeper than most cabinets you'll ever see. Each one is 32 inches wide. And these are, I believe I made sure to make these a grand total of no more than 80 inches tall, including the base, just to get past the beam that's over here, if I remember correctly. And then you just have more shelf space up here. So that's what I have for the basement, and I know you'll be really happy with those as well. So there's the plan. We did the high-end finished interior cabinets here in the garage, and then I stuck with the simpler unfinished interiors in the basement. So just, give me an email, a telephone call. Let me know what you think of this plan. Let me know if you want to change anything.